Hi, my name is Sherry Lynn, and I'm going to walk you through how to review the packets from the Early Intervention Credential Study. So please put on the cover sheet. You'll see the candidate's name goes at the top. And then there's a checklist that you're going to complete below, which is just marking off the materials that were submitted. Also keep track of the time that it took for you to review, since this is a study, and the date that you reviewed it. The review committee members will be meeting at some point all together to go over the recommendations. So you'll want to make a final determination after you look through everything, whether or not it meets the criteria, or if there's additional information, or if you're not sure if everything was included. So let me scroll down a little bit further. You can also put any special notes as you're reviewing down in this little space here. So as far as marking off what should be part of the packet that each of the study participants submitted, there's a self-assessment form that's completed and signed, and you are going to spend a significant amount of time looking at that. But for now, just mark off if they have it. An action plan should be included. And then there should be documentation attached to the self-assessment that would verify their education, training, and experience with each of the competency areas in the self-assessment. There's also some quizzes. So from Vermont, they should have printed out pieces of paper that say Vermont Regulations to Practice, modules 1 through 7. There are two parts two quizzes to module 4. Let me fix this. This is a typo. And Massachusetts, there were 3 modules, and they may not have those quiz results, but just look for them and mark it off if you do have them. And everyone completed a survey to the study, so I've already marked that off. So let's look at verifying the self-assessment information. Let me show you what that looks like. So they're going to send in this grid. It has some instructions on the first page, and then a grid of different knowledge areas and specific competency indicators that they're going to be providing information on. So for each one of these numbered competencies, there's going to be documentation. Sometimes people might actually submit a college course that covered more than one of the competencies. So you just want to make sure that you can denote that each one of these, there's some information about or what they have done in that area. So let's go back to the checklist. Here we go. So how are you going to rate whether or not the documentation that they submitted is sufficient enough? I want you to ask these 3 questions. Does the transcript, if they included a transcript, it's got to have the education institution's name on it, their official logo or watermark. They should have the person's name on it, course title with credits, grades or pass, and the course date and year. If they submitted a training certificate, then the same type of information. It should be the name of the participant, the training sponsor, their letterhead, date, time, number of hours, short description. So again, if you find that it's adequate and all that information is on the documentation, then you verified that the documentation is sufficient. You're not verifying if their competencies are sufficient, just the documentation. And then the last one is some people may submit other types of experience documentation. So just make sure the organization's information or the name of the individual is on there. So you'll literally, this looks like the self-assessment table, except it has fewer columns. What you're going to do is, like for this first one, which is about infant and toddler development, they're going to note on their self-assessment that they either submitted a training certificate or college transcript or something else. You're going to look at that, answer whatever question is relevant to the type of documentation, and just put in this box if it's satisfactory, unsatisfactory, or if you need more information and you're unsure. And then if you have any other comments to provide to the committee members when we do meet. And so that is it. So good luck, and we will see you at the committee meeting.